Hello everyone. Welcome to Textbook. My name is Anush Kumar, Java trainer, 5 plus years of IT experience. This is the continuation of the employee management application. In first part, we have developed till up to login logout. Okay. Now we will basically run the application and check that login logout is working fine or not. Let me go to the previous where we have completed up to. We have created a auth controller where we have developed the method that is a login method, which is basically calling the log. This is a login method of controller which is calling the auth service dot login method here. This login method is present inside our auth service. Okay, which is basically with the help of username, password, and HTTP session logging, and we have logout method. So we have called inside this controller layer. Okay, and then logout method or service dot logout. Okay. And how we are basically logging out by session dot invalid, yes, session dot destroy. You can basically session dot invalid, you can see in auth service IMPL logout method is session dot invalid. In this way we are log out, and for we are login we have created one custom query that is find by username and password, and calling we are created inside the repository calling this method. Okay, finding the username and password, checking with the optional class it is done or not. If it is present, send dot set attribute user equal to user dot get return true. If not true, then false miss. Okay. This is a simple logic we have built till yesterday classes. Now we will basically auth control. Okay. Uh, First you will go to your this. Okay. Right. Use database demo 3. This is a demo 3 because I will basically add one data in our user account table here. Okay, one data already added. I will add one more data. Uh, this. Okay. Now I will write insert into table name is user underscore account. Then values are ID, comma, ID, comma, password, comma, name. Okay. What are the first run this also. Okay. ID, password, username. ID, password, username, not name. Username. Then values equal to 2 comma a भी अब है comma password is password. Okay. Values V capital VALUES, this second one. Okay. Run this command. Okay. It is passed. Select star for seeing the run हो जा फिर अटक गया. Just wait for 1 minute. Sometime your computer, laptop, anything. Okay. Now we can see the abhay is basically is been added. Okay. Now what? We come to your application. This is the employee management application. Click here. Go to we run as Spring Boot application. Run. Click on run. Okay. Okay. Now it is importing the dependencies when we while running an application, it will start running, and you can see the console, the data is running. The engine has started. Okay. Now what? It has been started. After started, what we can do, go to your postman. Our request is basically in auth controller. We have request mapping, this is auth, and post mapping login for login and log out for log out. Okay, so how we will write here basically http dot localhost colon 8080 auth slash login and login with the help of the postman. Go to a form data API or x form dot uncoded. You can choose form data or this one. Okay. So I am choosing form data. This is the key. You can write key. Our key name is first is the user name. Second key is a password. And here write the value अब है password is password only. PASSWORD. Okay. After this, you can hit send button. Invalid credential. Okay. Means something I have write a wrong. Okay. Now go to our employee password and username. Oh, that's why invalid, na? I have written wrong way. See, what is the mistake I have done here? Password. In password, I have written the username, and in username, I have written the password. That's why. So let me use the first one. That is Anuj. Username is Anuj, and password is password. That is correct. If I will alter this, na, in place of username, I have written password there. Password, and in place of a password, I have written Abhay ABHAY. Then it will work. See, login successful. Okay. Similarly, second credential in username, there is Anuj, and password, there is a password. Enter, login successful. Okay. Now log out. So just simple post method auth dot log out and just enter. In this time, no form data, nothing. Just click send and log out successfully. Okay. This is the response entity status code 200. Okay, which we are basically written in our controller layer with the help of response entity log out successfully, or you can change also logged out successfully. Okay, this thing. Now we will move to our next, basically now we will perform the crud operation related to our what, related to our second, that is employee. Means in employee we will add the data, perform the CRUD operation, and this and that. So first we will create a service layer, service, then service IMPL. There we will create the different method for add, update, delete, and all. And we will create a REST API for performing CRUD operation related to the employee table. So go to here, go to new, create an interface that is the now I will create employee service basically, because we are working for the employee. So that's why we will create employee service, and then we will create employee service IMPL for the IMPL basically implement employee interface. So EMPLO by double employee service. This method is service class in enter employee service. I have to stop first. Stop. Okay. Auth controller, no need. Close this. Okay. Inside this, we will write like for getting all data. We will get one method for getting all data. All the data we will get inside the list. Okay, list. Then what is the employee table name is employee in the generics. The method name will be uh, get all. Get all. We have to import the list. Import. Again, it is stuck to where body दिक्कत है इसमें से. Not responding. Okay, responding. Yes, sir. Okay, now it is working. Import list. Okay. Now I will import employee. Okay, good. Now get by ID. So get by ID means employee table. EMPLO by double employee. Get by ID. Employee get by ID and ID is long. Sorry, long ID means when we will pass the ID with the help of ID get by ID employee, then we will create one method save. So employee dot save EMPLO by double employee save. Yes, save button. Okay. So what you will save? So we will save employee object employee employed table name is employee. Okay. This is the same method. Then we will create one method for update that is EMPLO by employee UPD8 update and update by long ID which and then save in the employee table and employee object. Yeah, enter. Then afterward delete. Delete means void. Delete will be basically void. It will return nothing. Just delete. Delete by what? ID. The long ID. Find by ID means what when we pass ID1, ID2. So this parameter basically take in ID, run in this method, and we implement the logic to find. Okay. Similarly, delete by ID, update by ID, save in employee table in employee object. This is basically means list all. When we get the data with the list, we will store in the list. Okay. This is all the method. Okay. Then after that, we will basically create an employee service IMPL. That is a class. Class EMPLO by the employee service IMPL. Service yes should be capital for camel cases. Service IMPL. I is a capital. I is capital. Okay. Then add what? Employee service EMPLO by W. This employee service. Double click, employee service, okay, finish. Okay, this employee service, it has basically override the method which are present. Okay. Now we will basically change the logic of over this method with the help of overriding. Okay. Then polymorphism. But the concept we are implementing here, inheritance, inherit the parent class into the child class. Then with polymorphism, overriding type, we are overriding the method. So this is a right at the rate service. This is a basically a service class. Here the service annotation is needed to tell that this class should be implemented as a service class and import. Okay. Now we will basically, and we have to auto wire the repository layer, that is employee repository at the rate a auto wired. Auto wire is basically for creating the object of the required bean. So PRI we provide. I want to create the bean of the employee repository, and name will be EMP EMPLOY double E repo. employee report, short form. Okay. Now import this, import auto. Okay. So we have created the object here being of employee repository. Then what? Get all. So what get all? This object. We have created a method return emplo by double employee report dot get. Oh, get all method is basically get all name find all. In JPA we have a find all method for finding the all the value. Simple, very simple. One method is completed. Similarly, come to the next method. You want to basically get by ID. How you will get by ID in JPA Spring Data JPA we have a find by ID to return emplo by double employee report dot by find by ID, and we have to pass ID or dot or else what or else no, no it's not or else throws I want dot or else throw this one okay. Second, save. For save, we have simple save method in JPA. So, emplo by double A employee dot, sorry, the object name is employee repo. Emplo by double A repo dot save method we have present, which will basically save the employee object. Okay. This employee object basically will saved here. Okay. This way, similarly, update. So, update by ID. So first we have to get the thing is get by ID. After getting by ID, we will set the value and then set value, get value we will use, and then we will basically save the thing. So out here update is this. This update what we will do, remove this one. First we have to find get the thing by ID. So get by ID or ID pass control one assigned to local variable that is existing. This is the one. Okay. This in this way we will get the ID. After getting the ID, we will use the set name or get name like existi existing dot. We want to set what? Set name. First one is name. So set name. Okay. And then we have to get the name first. Whatever ID we will enter here, the name we will get, then we will set the name. So we will use employee object with the help of employee object dot get name. We will get the name. Okay, we'll get the name here with the help of employee object. Employee dot get the name, and with the help of set name, we will basically set the name in our forms or tables. Okay. Similarly, where EXIS object existing existing dot set department. Then with the help of employee object, we will get the department. What is in ID? That if I write it ID1, so I will basically with the help of employee dot get name, employee dot get department, we will get the all the field which are basically stored in database of ID1. After that, with the help of set name, we will basically set the data. Okay, we will update and then we will save with the help of employee report dot save. Okay, and that data will be saved and updated. Okay, then we will write emplo employee dot get department. Similarly, the department, then we have what field we have generally uh, here department email. Okay, and email is left. So existing dot set. अरे कीबोर्ड अटक गई तेरी set email and we will get the employee dot get email. After doing this, we will what? We will save the updated emplo by double e repo theory dot save method. What I will save? I will save what? This thing because here this object we are adding the updated thing. Okay, so that's here this object. So I will basically write this object existing listing. So this will basically save the data after update. Okay. Then we have delete. To delete is very simple. Employee repo dot delete. Simple. And it do not have the return statement. Basically, why do not have return statement? So EMP employee repo dot delete. Delete by ID. Delete by ID. By ID. An ID we have to pass ID here. Okay. This is the simple operation. Okay. Now, now we have to. This is the our. Wait 1 minute. 1 minute. This is employer service. Okay, okay, okay. Now we have to create a controller layer. That is a REST controller. That is a employee controller. Where we will basically perform the CRUD operation related to the employee. Okay, means adding, deleting. We have created the method in service layer. Now we will create. We will with the help of that method we will perform build the logic in CRUD layer. We will create and basically endpoint REST API to create the class EMPLO by double employee controller. Here we will create a REST API endpoint with the help of REST, which will the REST APIs endpoint basically we can access with the help of Postman in web pages and in our JavaScript. Okay, but for HTML page, uh, this page, okay, HTML page, होगा JSP page, means in form. The form basically return the string. For returning the thing in the form data, we have to made a controller layer basically because controller layer return the string object, and this REST controller return the JSON object. Okay, JSON object basically used inside Postman. Okay, you can send to somewhere some application can which are basically taking the JSON object. Okay, a JavaScript. But form and HTML, you have to use the string object. Okay, for that we will create a controller layer for displaying the page. Okay, first we are creating a REST controller, and for there we will basically create and get and post method for form data. Form data okay, in form data get and post. You cannot use put or delete in for the form data. Okay, then at the rate. Uh, at the rate or if you do a request mapping. This request mapping basically will be applied in all the method of the controller layer, and here we can call the all the method. Okay, and employee. This also help us to uh, separate the APIs. Okay, every time is here a request mapping employee means this is for employee object. Okay, it is basically applicable for all the method which we currently write inside a employee controller. Then we have to what auto wired our employee service. Okay, auto wire private TMP arrow employee TMP arrow by double employee service. Okay. And second way of creating object is with the help of constructor also. Okay. Here in place of auto var, you can also use the constructor for creating an object. Employee table import. Now import all the annotations. This REST controller importing. Okay. After importing, what we will like now. First, we want to get all the object. For getting all the object, we have a get mapping. Sorry, mapping. M should be capital. M-A-P-P-I-N and get mapping. Get mapping slash get. Oh, okay, this is the end point and public. It will store in the list generics pass employee table name and the method name is get all and return return what? Return employee service. We have made get all method to write employee, which will basically send the all the data. Okay, and which will be stored in the list format and it will return with the help of return statement. So EMP by double employee CRBIC. I should make it smaller. EMP service. EMP service dot get all method. All array there we go. What is the method name I have written? Employee service. Get all method and get all method. Okay. Get mapping, import get mapping, list, uh, list, import, list, EMP, yes, PRVICE. This is the object. Dot. Notify to string name, get class, service dot. Get all. Okay, 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 okay. I have changed the method name to get data. Oh, this is employee service, not employee table. Employee CRVI service. And we have to import the employee service. So now we are getting. So that is a small types of mistake we basically do ignore. We have to not ignore. Always check double. Okay. That is the we have get. Now what we have get the all the data. Okay. Now if we want to get by ID, get by ID. So at the rate get mapping curly braces uh, employee slash तो I want slash curly braces ID अरे अरे ठीक है. Now we will reward right public employee EMPLO by double A group what at the rate path variable we will use for passing a data one by one in the method parameter ID curly braces RETUR return EMP service dot get again service yes capital service dot get by ID method and here we have to pass ID okay path variable B capital and for path P should also be capital and then import path variable bit mapping M should be capital okay close column okay now this is get mapping after mapping we want to get our ID after ID oh we have not saved the data na for saving what post for save means post data sending means post mapping post mapping the URL I will be saved and public employee table means employee table we want to what we basically will create the field so this method name is create we will use request body REQUEST request body okay. Employee table name is EMP employee table EMP yellow by employee array EMP yellow by double employee and object is EMP yellow by double employee then just RETU return EMP service dot we have a save method and यहाँ AMPLO by double employee you have to enter. So employee service yes capital request body import request body post mapping first M should be capital and then import the post mapping. Okay, in this way we have saved the record. Okay, with the help of the mapping. Okay, after post mapping, if you want to update by ID. For updating, we have put mapping and what here we will basically curly braces ID. Okay, because we want to update by ID. Then public employee table name is employee EMPLO by employee and update data and we have to add the red path variable POTH VARIABLE path variable uh, long ID after long ID request body REQUEST request body to save the data in the employee then employee अरे यार पर कैपिटल स्मॉल का दिक्कत हो जाता employee then employee EMPLO by double E enter okay put mapping import first after put mapping then we have to return update we have made the update where we are passing the ID and employee of so it's just simple EMP service we have created update return RETUR return EMP SER we service then we have EMP SER service dot we have UP delay update method we have made in our service layer update your ID and employee. Simple, no matha pori. Okay. Now delete. Delete is simple. Delete. And no double PING. Delete by what? Delete by DELETE. Delete slash. Delete by ID. I want delete by ID. Okay. Now public void delete the object name at the rate path variable to uh, at at the rate path one data is passed to the method parameter with the help of path variable. One form data we will use path variable. Saving the data in an employee table we use request body. Delete mapping. Come here. Import this. Come here. Just it void do not have return value, so just emp service dot d emp service dot delete by id long id, and very simple, just enter and save. Okay, we have created the different um, we have created different crud. Hmm. So now this is all the crud operation. Now what we will do, uh, we will first run the our program. Run as Spring Boot application. Now program has started to run. Let's wait for 1 to 2 minutes. It will. Okay. This sign we understand it has been completed, and here you can see this Tomcat started port number 80 means it has been started. Now 1 minute, 1 minute. Our controller, we have employees get all ID, save ID, reduce ID, employee get all. First employee save. First I will hit employee save. I will hit EMPLO wide employee slash save, and here save means we are sending the data, means post employee. What is employees? EMPLOY double yes, EMP double E. Yes, employees save. Here go to body, select raw, then select JSON. Inside open and curly braces, write ID 1, then we have name colon Anuj, then we have department DEPART, and department colon department name is COMPUTE computer SCI computer science, comma last we have email, and email is Anuj at the rate email.com. Okay, these are the fields. Post, employee, save. So data has been saved. You can see now. This is the employee table. This is the employee table. Refresh. See, the data has been added. Okay. Now the data has been added. Now we have uh, get all method for getting the all the employee. Get all the method should be get and enter. You can see we are getting the data. Okay. Then we have a get by ID here. Get all save. Then we have get by ID means if you enter one, then we will basically get. So the method should be get, and in case of get ID, I will enter one. Enter. Sorry, what is the method? Method. Okay. Mm, Employees get all get by ID path variable long ID or the employee slash ID. So here we have ID is basically ID is 2. So that's why we are getting error. So here we are getting the value. Okay. After that we have mm, update means we have to update with the ID. So we have to use put method. So go to postman, select put full update, and the ID. Okay. ID is 2, and here the ID is basically 2. Okay. And I want Anuj Kumar. This we have changed the value and just send. See, data has been updated, and you can also see in the database the data will be Anuj Kumar is here. Refresh Anuj Kumar. Okay. Now last one is delete by ID. So go to postman, select HTTP request, delete. The endpoint is that is this is the REST API and delete delete slash 2. Hit enter. The method is basically deleted. Okay, the method is deleted now. So we have done and checked all the endpoint. Okay. Now what? Now we will basically we want to display the data in some page. The page can be HTML or JavaScript page, a JSP page plus HTML, JSP plus JSTL. Okay, or you can basically use your REST APIs. Okay, and use some front end application that is Angular. Okay, or React, and there you can display the data. Okay, in here only you can also display the data. So we have done with all the things. Now I will create one controller layer. A controller layer basically return the string, that is the uh, here we are displaying the basically all the pages. So I will write the name will be as a uh, page display controller, page display controller, or some controller, or okay. One thing I want to basically missed, like you have to, if you are creating a REST controller, then write employee REST controller. Okay, for and you are containing only controller to create employee controller only. So that next time I will also making point, and you will also make, so that if anyone come and he want to see controller or this controller from this name only, he can understand this employee controller is basically a controller only, not REST controller. If you have created a REST controller, then you make the name employee REST controller. Okay, so this thing you remember. Currently now I will write simple um, name as a page CONTRO controller. Okay, simple name as a page controller. Now with in page controller, we will basically use a request, yeah, method handler method to navigate to a respective pages. Okay, and I will first stop the our project. Okay, console, remove this, remove employee page controller, and mark this as a at the rate COMPRO controller at the rate REQUB request mapping and slash EMPLO double. Yeah, simple page, simple page. Then import controller. Controller basically return the strings which the string will basically use for getting the data in the form HTML form and this and that. Okay, that's why we are basically doing this. So first we will basically create a login page. Okay, login page. So this is SRC. Inside SRC main, inside main web app, in web app web dash inf and web dash inf views. Inside views, click mouse, go to new, go to others. Okay, yeah, here you can search JSP. Then you have to choose JSP file. Okay, here you can remove this and write the name of the page. My name page is login page. LOGIN login. Okay, and just finish. So you can see the page has been created. Okay, this thing basically shows this is a JSP page. This is a tagline. Okay, and after that we are basically using a sessions. Inside this we will use session. Okay, greater than modulus pagination. We are here using pagination session equal to true. Okay, these are the different types of tag of the open JSP page. Okay, we have shown the different types of tag in previous classes. We have scriptlet tag, declarative tag. Okay, so these are the different types of tags which we basically use inside this. Okay, in here only we will see how we will create the HTML form. What are the different types of tags we will use with the help of different types of tags. Okay, directive page. We have page directive for when we want to import the page. Declarative when we want to declare something, a variable expression tag we have when we want to express something. Okay, and then we have the build scriptlet tag, like we want to use request response if else assist. Then we have a scriptlet tag. So here we will basically write uh, sorry, page and session equal to true. Yes, yes, I will. Session equal to true for creating the session for the this page. Okay, for creating the session. Then in HTML for creating a heading means h2 equal to login page. Okay, this is a login page and page controller. Here I can create one method. This method basically help us to call the pages like at the rest first repeat. Uh, the just request with slash home. Okay, uh, private string. Basically, it will return the string object, which will basically help us to get the data in the HTML forms and everything. Okay, then return page name. Our page name is login login. Basically, our page name is login, and here it is a request mapping. Okay, and save this. Wait for the few minutes. Let the IDE Okay, now it is saved. Now what I want to run the application. The application has started. After starting the application, I have to write in page slash home, page slash host, bottom 50 page slash home, enter. See, this page is working. We have written login page here. See, this page is basically working login page. Okay. After this login page, this is the heading. And H2 means basically heading in HTML. And this is the heading. Okay. Now there are basically from H1 to H6. This is H6. We have heading from H1 to H6 login page. The size will be different. Okay. We have heading from H1 to H6, and the size of the heading will be different. Okay. This is the thing. So I have write this one, smaller one. Okay. After that, we will have to create the form. For creating a form, we have basically a form tag. Then we have where is the okay, okay. In form, we have the action. In action, we will basically write the end point. Our end point is slash. What was the end point? Slash page slash page slash not this. We are basically logging with the auth controller, and auth controller is auth slash login. Auth slash login. So what we in the point we will write here? Auth slash login. So this action basically what it will do? It will call this method, login method, inside our auth controller, and this login method is basically performing the login, okay, with the help of username and password. So that's why with the help of action we are calling this endpoint. Okay, that's why we in action here we are passing auth slash login. It will port the login, and the method is basically post. You can only use get and post method for the form. Okay, you cannot use the put and delete. Form is closed. Automatically the form is form. This is a form open, and this is a form closed. Okay. This backslash basically shows this is closed. This is a HTML standard tag. Document type, basically document type HTML basically tells you that is a HTML5 you are using. This is a HTML open and HTML close tag. Then do you have header open, header close. Inside header you will basically write the links of bootstrap, JSP, CSS file. You can write the title. This title is basically title. Insert title here is basically you will see here. uh, Let me, this is basically title is the title of the page. The page title is this. Title is basically means that the page name. Okay. Then after you have a body, all the things which we developed like heading, form, paragraph. Okay, all the logic will be written inside the body. Image. Okay, all the things will be created inside the body. Okay, so that is the small overview. Then body close, then HTML. This is the standard way of writing the HTML. Okay, you can know more you about the HTML, then you have to learn the HTML language, and you can see my HTML playlist. Okay, now after that, what just see now we have written the form open and close action. We have write the end point here. The method is post. Okay, now we what you can write user name. Okay, colon, then input basically used for typing the input in your form. Okay, means you can type the input just like a form. And input, inside the input, the type of the input will be what type? The type will be text. I want text. You can see type is button, text box, color, email, file, image. Here I will write text because in input I want to write something. The user will basically write his username, then name equal to user name. Basically, this name is basically in the front end application. With the help of this name, they will do the css padding and any everything with the help of this name. Okay, then close this. And this br is basically for spacing. Okay, this is for spacing. Control plus save and go here, refresh. You can see here the this is the what the input is basically doing. Okay, here you will write the data. The data we have type is text, so it is a text format. This is the label. Basically, it is known as label. That is the username. In place of this, you can also type space, space, type. This is a checkbox, tick mark. Okay, in this way. So let's not go too much into the HTML till just write text. By working on the project, you will understand slowly. Okay, and PR. After that, a password. You can also write label, label equal to password. This is also way of writing the same thing. This also do the same thing. Okay, then input input input. अरे तेरी तो close type equal to text. Okay, then name equal to password. In also there will be class and class name. So this is also there where the front-end developer use the name, class name, okay, at the different properties, color, image, okay, altering this thing. They can basically do the such kind of activity. Okay, then this and then BR basically for giving the space. BR. Then after last we will write input type equal to submit. Submit basically what it will do, it will submit the sub, the data to the form. The submit is the function of submit it will submit the data. Okay, and log it. Value is login, means login. Okay, and it will basically close. Okay, let's save and run. Okay, this is username, the password, login. This is a login. I have written submit. When I click on this login button, it will submit the data which I will pass here, and it will check valid, invalid according to our controller layer. Okay, and similarly, uh, here, if I will create one more PR, what will happen here? What will happen here? Just refresh. See, the spacing is increased. Okay. Now, similarly, login, go to MySQL. uh, कहाँ गई टेबल? टेबल का नाम है यूजर अकाउंट। Password is password. Username is Anuj. 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 Password is a PAWSWORD. Enter. Login successfully. So in this way, we are creating the pages. Okay. Understand? Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now what? We will also create the for log out button. Okay. For log out button. Again, we have to create if we will create one form. Give me space PR. Give me space PR for spacing. Then I will create a form. Okay. Then action ACTION. Action this time I will write slash auth slash log out. Okay. And method is basically a post. Okay. You can see auth controller. Endpoint is log out. Okay. The method is post auth. Okay. Now coming to our page. Okay. Now I will write what input. INPUT input type equal to submit, and the value equal to log out, and it will basically close. Submit the value equal to log out. In this way, in place of login, I have so the what was the name of the page which I have created in controller layer and home page slash home. 8080 page slash. This is for login and this is for log. The login we have seen. Now, if I click log out, the when I click the log out with the help of input, then what happened? It will call the method log out here, and it will call os service dot logout method. The logout method basically what it sorry this here os service the logout method what it is doing. It is basically session dot invalid. When the session dot invalid, your session will be destroyed and you will be basically pitch out of here of the page. So this is the enter and you are basically logged out. Okay. And these are the APIs or dot log out. Okay. In this way, we have logged in log out. Okay. And this way we are basically created the our page. Okay. Then if we want to see the want to fetch the all the data, must see the all the data. Then what? Go to here. Okay. Now I want to display the all the data. Okay. You want to display the all the data. Then how you can basically display the all the data? Let me show you. This is a page. Okay. And what I have to create first create a page. Go here, create, go to here, go to others. After going to others, the GSP file. In GSP file, I want hey, what? I want to display. So just employee. list employee is the page name, finish. Okay, this page has been basically converted. This tag basically say tells that it is you are using HTML5 and HTML open and close. Okay, then this is a header. Inside the header, you will write metadata information, that is a character set language and title of your page. Here the CSS link, bootstrap link will be placed inside the head tag. Then you have a body open and close. Inside the body, basically you work what you want to display in your page. Okay. And okay. Now here I will basically what I have to import the employee table page. So basically greater than modulus apostrophe then paste. I will page IM3ORT page declarative I am using equal to double quote and I want to import the employee. So employee, this is the employee table. Employee table under this form.example.emp.employee here inside this. So I will basically import with the help of the package name. Just paste the package name. So here in this page, JSP page, I have imported the uh, this, and also we have to write here comma java.util.star java.util util dot star. Basically, what it will do, it will import all the package from java dot util dot star. Okay, there where we will use list. That's why we are using java util dot list because it is list is basically present under java util dot list. Okay, then we can start creating our page like S2 is the heading. This is basically employee. This is basically a employee table. Okay, inside this employee table, then a href is basically with the help of href we pass the APIs. Okay, so we want to link an API to any image, any string, that is add new employee. Then we can with the help of anchor, this is a is anchor tag href. Inside href we can pass the your what your APIs you can pass here. Okay, so what API basically pass here? Uh, page no, this one I will pass basic. One minute, paste controller. Okay. Ah, first we have to create a one method in a controller layer that will basically send the all the data in the form of the list string. Okay. So we have to create first a method in controller you request mapping and data will be in the form of the list. Okay. And this name is page. Okay. This I can change into the not page employee. We are basically working out of employee form AMPLO by double array PO we can't control for it. Employee FORM form. Okay. Employee form. Okay. Then list. Then we will create a one method that will basically display all the recording component layer list page. Okay. Now we can create the method which basically return the string because the form data will take a string. Okay. String home page. Home page one. Okay. And just request my here HTTP server request HTTP SERV like that. Server request HTTP server request REQUEST. Okay. Import HTTP servlet request. Yeah. Wait for a minute. EMPLO by double E employee services service dot. We have a get all method. Get all method basically what it is returning all. For that we have to basically create a auto wire. Create a object of employee service at the rate AU0 auto wire and then PRI a private EMP mobile double employee service SERVIC EMP very short form. I will enter. Then I will sorry it is T is a capital S is also capital EMP allowed on auto wire. अरे आजा भाई. Hmm. Now it is coming. Auto wire, employee service, okay, employee service, EMP. So I will write EMP, EMP dot get, EMP dot get, okay, for getting the data. This we have method we have made for getting the all the data in our employee service, okay. Employee service, then we what assigned to no local variable, the local variable in the list format, and that in generics we will there will be an employee table enter list format generics employee table, and this is the list. This is the object name. Then what request dot set attribute request dot this request object dot set attribute means we are setting the attribute EMPLO by our employees, and here we will what pass the list. Okay, list. Then return RETU return. I will return to the page. The page name is list. What I have written page name list employee EMPLO by double E and this and this. Okay. So with the help of a string, the the it will return the string object, and there is a string, so we can basically return the employee page. Okay, this is a request handler method. This method is known as request handler, where we are using HTTP servlet request. Okay, but request object dot set attribute we are passing employee where we have passed the list. Okay, when in what happen in page we will basically we write this employees, then we will basically getting the all the data in this list object, and this list object we have passed here in the employee string, and we have set in the request. So what when we access in our employee list the employee, then we will get all the data, and from there we will basically display the all the data. Okay, so in Yachara, we will pass the API's endpoint, that is EMPLO by employee form slash uh, what is the basic name I have given? Save page. Okay. Control. Oh, okay, okay, okay. No problem, no problem, no problem. Okay. I will do percent greater than modulus open close int up. Here I will write write what request dot get attribute. We have basically what I have done set attribute here set attribute, and now in this page we will what we will do request dot get attribute. Okay, so what request I will get in the form of the list, and in the employee table basically generics employee table, and emplo by double e. Yes, this is the object name. Okay, it will basically in list generics employee table name. Okay, then request request dot get a double T R I V U get attribute. And here you will pass the employees object emplo by double E S employees object basically. Okay. This what happened here? We are storing in the list the employee table. This is the object employees. Okay. Here we will use get attribute to get the employees. Okay. With the help of request here, this with the help of request here we are setting is the data which we are getting from get all is stored in this list, going here, then go to here. Okay, then after that it is with the help of get attribute it is coming here with the request object, then we are which is storing in the form the list employee, and then we are creating an object and storing in the list. Okay, this is the general. Then if condition for checking null or not, if EMP L by double E employee is not equal to null. It's not equal to null, and not equal to employee is empty, not null, or employee is not empty. EMP L by double E. Yes, these are the two conditions. Is EM employee is empty. Okay. Then I will basically let me make it bigger. Okay. Out. Then I will basically what? I will create a table. I will create a what? A table. Here it should be, sorry, here it should be a slash. Basically, here it should be a closing statement. Okay, now I will what I will do. I have to do one person. This should be here. Here. or and here I will basically create a table for displaying the things inside the table, and border of the table will be basically one one, border two. Basically, the border is the outer boundary of the table. The width is basically it is generally displayed. One two is basically border. One two is the width will be changed. Okay. Then cell padding, cell padding basically give the spaces between the cell padding. I want 5. Okay. And table close automatically it has come. After that, you will write tr. Tr basically means table rows. Then table uh, table row. Then we have to table table row close. And after table row, you have a table th. Okay, table heading, that is id close. Then we have table again table heading id के बाद name, then close. Okay, here I will name should be capital. After again the th will be what? Th and name के बाद department DEPARTMENT and department, and it should be open close. After that what we will have the table heading th equal to email email. It should be open close. Okay, so this is the table heading. After table heading, and that is a tr, we will use for loop to display the data. Means for loop for iteration. Okay, so how we are basically do after this, then um, modulus open close. Okay, inside this we will use for for emp allowed by double employee emp. For each loop we are storing employees object emp allowed by double e as employees object. Okay, after that we are entering enter. Okay, this enter. Okay, and this one more thing, this should be copy, this should be here paste. After that, this should be modulus, and this should be inside this here. Right? This should be inside here, and in between here we will write again tr next table row. In next table row we will basically what we will do table data. This is the table heading id name this, and after heading this is a one row, we have heading. Second row, here we will what we will basically table table data. The data will be displayed in the each row. So this modulus equal to basically we use for declaring the sentences and variable, okay, in JSP tag. Okay, remember for that we are using expression tag. This is basically an expression tag for declaring the variable value or data. So emp, that is a here emp for each emp dot what dot get id get name get id. So we will get the id. Similarly, copy. I will create one, two, three. In place of get ID, get name, names young should be capital. In then after get name, get DEPART, get department, then get department, get email. Okay. This in this way we have done. Okay. Table. Here we can write else. Count. And here we can write total modulus and close. Okay. Then in between we can write P is a paragraph. No employee found. Simple paragraph goes. Okay. Now the paragraph is closed. Okay. And this is basically what. Let me first save save the things. Okay. Now what we will basically do, the page is basically fine. Our page is good. Okay. Else and this and that. And this is our controller. We will list page. I have to enter employee form list page. Okay. Now I will run the application. Go here. Our this is the this employee new and not new. Basically, I have to run the application Spring Boot app. Now let's wait. The application will start and running. Now application has started running. Running. Now it has been started. So I have to enter list page, employee form list page, employee form list page, local LOCA, this one, employee form 8080 employee form list page, enter. Okay, now we are getting the all the data. Okay, Anuj, chemistry, about this way. So this way we are using GSPKs to display all the data. So this is all about today about employee management app. Go home, practice. Okay, you will create the starting your application. You will start creating your application. You have created making application. The application will not run. Check the spelling mistake. Check the dependencies. Again, create the application. Check the database connection and all. Don't panic. Generally, in first time, second time, fourth time, five time, you will basically run your application. You will know where you are making the mistake again. Create to run. Okay. Thank you. Meet you in the next session. In next session, basically, we will start microservices. Okay. First, we will understand what is microservices, why and how we are communicating in the microservices. Okay. And then afterward, we will start creating microservices. Okay. Working on it. Thank you.